Good evening, everybody. My name is RavenX, and we are here doing a Division C Nexus Gaming Series cast between Pepegas on Ice and FC Hong Kong. It's actually my first cast of the season. Took a little bit longer to get set up than I wanted to get casting, but I'm here finally, so hopefully I get to see a lot more of you guys as the season progresses. I know we're about halfway through it, but I'll pick up as many as I possibly can, a couple times a week, maybe do some replay casts, try and catch up on some of those games that have gone on prior. But today we have something that needs to update. Let's see if there we are. Got our map bands and pick here. We did. Let's see, do I have everything? Nope, everything is not correct. Let me swap a couple of things around. Might have to swap it around again once. There we go. So we got. Let me see if I got the bands right. Yeah. There we go. FC Hong Kong opted to pick up the Towers of Doom as game number 1. Bans by Pepegas were Braxis Holdout and Sky Temple. Tomb of the Spider Queen and Volsky were banned out by FC Hong Kong. So I am waiting on a lobby invite. And I just got it. I'm going to go ahead and hop in there. We will check on our teams, make sure we are ready to go. Let's see. We got 10 people in. Should be everyone. Let me see if I can throw some names in this real quick. See if I can quickly figure out who is playing what hero as our draft goes along. So, hope everyone is doing good out there tonight. I do appreciate anybody who is interested in watching these two teams. I know that I'm actually a part of this division. Opted to play against cast some teams that I'm a little bit more familiar with. So I've played both so far this season on my team, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they do against one another. So I'm going to go ahead and let them know I am ready to go. And anyone, hey Ektar, welcome to the cast. Anybody, if there's any issues with audio, game audio, voice audio, any issues with video, I do need to say that I have a slight internet issue. Every now and then I drop frames, not frames, I drop connection just randomly. But it shouldn't be for a substantial amount of time. So you may have a couple of hitches. If that gets too bad, please let me know so that I can make sure to get everything back online. I am recording the matches just in case we run into any kind of issues at that point in time. Let me switch back here, make sure our drafts is correct. So FC Hong Kong blue. They are left side, and yep, I think we are ready. Just need everyone hatted properly, our captains, for our draft, and we will be on our way. Hey, Colorx, thank you for the follow. Alrighty, let's I'm sorry, everyone. I did not realize that my audio... my audio was missing in my draft scene. I will fix that before the next game. I apologize. Alright, well, that's okay. I was stumbling over everything anyway as I try and get things fixed up as things progress throughout the evening. So, go ahead and run through these. We have Creepio on Rhaegar, Torrens on the Tychus, Tomgin on the Raynor, Raptor on Joanna, and Peas on the Haka. And let me verify that I have the correct teams on the right side this time. And then on the right side here we have Geo on Leoric, Calyrex on Li Ming, Fawn of Time on Sylvanas, Splendid Daddy on Uther, and Special Chai on Garrosh. So I am going to possibly put this on follow while I fix a couple of things. Let me know if the sound's a little bit too high. It's definitely too high in my headphones, so I'm going to turn them down. If it's too high for you guys, please just let me know. So Leo Dahaka, both really strong dual laners. We'll see who gets the advantage. So far it looks like Dahaka is going to be able to grab a Leo and give him some struggle. Try and make him miss as much struggle as possible. Okay, so I do have the teams wrong. Thank you, Ektar. I am getting back in the swing of things with Soothsayer, so that should be fixed now. Joe gets thrown. I'm unable to unstop out. Just take quite a bit of damage. Torrent steps up, trying to get a kill on Uther. Not quite able to secure it. Lots of damage going out for both teams. Uther will have somewhat less of an opportunity to heal the teams up in between these little poke battles, so. Lots of posturing by the frontliners, looking to just grab someone for the Garrosh. Joe trying to keep that from happening. Chai stepping up really far, going to go ahead and throw the Joe away. And in the what I was talking about in draft, there's a lot of poke potential on the side of FC Hong Kong, but there's a lot of burst potential really from both teams. So it'll be interesting to see how they actually get going with this. Again, throwing the Joe back into their own team. Meanwhile, top we have just the dual fates going on and on. Lots of damage out on Tongan. So I think pre-10, there's going to be a lot of kill potential for FC Hong Kong, whereas Pepegas and Ice are going to need to kind of posture and try and take as little deaths as they can while they get to level 10. However, they're going to go ahead and move aggressively onto the FC Hong Kong's tower. They're actually going to push Leo off and secure this. So they did pick up 2 towers. Meanwhile, though, Creepio, not in the right side of town, just barely dies at their gate, while FC Hong Kong puts some siege on the wall, actually getting a full wall here as Pepegas on Ice walks down to try and respawn. Torrens gets thrown in and does not walk away. Fawn of Time going to go ahead and get tossed in to do as much damage as they possibly can. Special Chai just does not care, chucking people all over the place. But a little bit deep now with the tower at full health. They're not going to be able to dive too deep without a Sylvanas trait. So instead, they're going to go ahead and invade. Okay, I do see your ping. Do me a favor, ping me in between game and let me know, or ping me after the game and let me know to fix the audio on my draft next for the next one. Tom getting tossed in, going to eat a lot of damage, gets taken down. Garrosh trading damage, quite a lot of damage themselves, but I'm going to go ahead and be able to walk away. The armor stacking between Uther and Garros is absolutely insane. Pumpkins not going to get walked in here. They do not survive quite long enough. Meanwhile, still top, we have Leo getting dragged into the towers by Dahaka. I'm actually curious, who is winning? So, looks like they are slightly to advantage to Leora. I do need to remember what the hotkeys are to pull up my stats at the bottom of the screen, so I don't have to have that giant full screen stats window up. Looks like FC Hong Kong is going to show up a little bit late to this objective. Calaric's in a position to be able to put some poke on the tongue and cancel the channel, but a lot of damage going out onto Garros and stops to walk away and actually manages to survive, but Tychus goes down. Dahaka shows up to the fight. Leo also here. People brawling all over the place. Lots of damage on the frontliners of FC Hong Kong. Joe's going to go ahead and get tossed in, but trades away. Dahaka misses a tongue. There are actually pumpkins here assisting FC Hong Kong with this, but ultimately Pepegas on ice ends up picking it up, and tanks get traded as well. Fauna time goes down. They're going to go in and try and get more, but it is only Geo and Calyrex here. Geo actually not going to be able to probably walk away. Nice tongue, and Vulnerable comes out. 10's picked up just in time by FC Hong Kong. So 36-28 in favor of Pepegas on ice. Tamjin, thank you for that. I will remember that moving forward, hopefully. If I don't, please remind me. Leo throwing the on Tamjin. Go ahead and in a very round side of town. Does not get thrown. Instead, a minion goes to its death, but Arena goes down anyway. On stop goes out, but that is down. I wonder if we get a throw in the minion wave. Nope, another minion goes, but a whole lot of damage goes out. Shield comes out to stop the damage out on Tychus. Tychus on stops. Or pops Odin, and got a 3v5 down here. Not going to be able to get a whole lot of value with the Odin, so Odin's going to go ahead and go take a camp instead. Alright, so camp picked up by Pepegas on ice. Ults picked up by both teams. Most ults up for FC Hong Kong, but it looks like they're going to go ahead and trade with the offlaners. Meanwhile, there's a 4v4 going on in the bot lane. Pepegas on ice looking to walk in with some pumpkins. They do get half a wall. Mind control goes out, grabs the Tychus. He's going to go ahead and get ulted for heals. Raptor walks away just barely, but Leo's coming in. He's sharking, looking for the Entomb. He gets two. Shield goes out. But that is a lot of damage on both DPS of Pepegas on ice. So FC Hong Kong able to get back into the shove on this tower with the Sylvanas. I wonder if Dahaka had dig up during that. Not seen a whole lot of use of the dig to try and force 4v5s, but Leo might be a little bit out of position, gets a tongue on, but Leo Wraith walks away. They're actually going to dive under tower, trying to get that kill, but it's a little bit too deep. Meanwhile, Garrus is like, no, you do not. You are going to go into my tower. But it is a Joe. Joe takes a lot of damage, not going to be able to really walk away even with the shield. He's going to go ahead and dig, see if we can get away here. Creepio in another Entomb, and Vulnerable goes out on Leo, but we have 2 dead, 3 dead on the side of Pepegas on ice. A whole lot of carnage for FC Hong Kong. So talents for sure. I will hopefully next game I will pull the shortcut so I can pull that at the bottom of the screen. Or if you happen to remember Arcta, you might be able to tell me. I am using Aliabs, so if you can tell me what it is, I would appreciate it. Tries to grab the Tychus, does not work, so lots of damage is going to go out with the Tychus trait, but Tychus gets grabbed anyway and taunted. Ult comes out from Creepio. That was amazing timing. Shield goes out from the Joe, but even under towers, there's so much damage and lockdown in that initial burst, but looks like, I don't know, Calyrex might be able to take out Creepio, but at that time I think a tower got picked up by FC Hong Kong to shorten the lead here a little bit. FC Hong Kong coming back, oh, good in tune, just barely catching Kamjin, and they go down to the Ming, who just got a 3-kill streak. Troll 1. There we go. Thank you very much. Guess I'll cycle through these. Oh, perfect. Alright. There's an APM counter. Fantastic. There's some stats for you if anyone's interested in that, but I know everyone just wants to see the talents. Looking at the talents, we have In the Rhythm coming from Tychus, probably looking to get down on that as much percentage damage on the Garrosh as possible. No grenades. One grenade build, but combat technician, so they just want to keep the percent damage up and going. The pumpkin gets tossed in. That one gets to go in on a ride, but the other one does get taken out. So another tower got picked up by FC Hong Kong. So we are 23 to 24. FC Hong Kong barely holding onto a lead. Both teams have level 16. We'll take a look at what the 16 talents get picked up. In the meantime, Unstock goes out. Taunt goes out on a Joanna. That is the only person. However, shield counter engage. Uther has to invuln himself and walks back under tower. I think Unstop just shield from the Joe just stopped the mind control. And most people generally unscathed between the healing and the the taps. See what's going on. So Geo is on their way down. Looks like they're actually going to go ahead and fight for bottom. This does give PC advantage, so they can cap top and then dig down and either get the free cap and then go to a 5v5 or force a 5v4. But it looks like they're FC Hong Kong opting to come down with Leo. Go look for the Entomb. When it goes in, Entombs the there's tank. However, that is enough to get the Rhaegar, and with no healer, I think Pepegas on ice is going to have no option but to walk away. However, they do pick up 2 towers because Dahaka stayed top that whole time. So while they do give up a death, they do pick up towers and take the lead ever so slightly. Joe goes in and then gets tossed right back out. That Tychus goes down, trading out for the Garrosh. Looking at the glass cannon here, tons of damage going out onto targets. This is another Joe going down to Ming. What are our kills here? We have how many kills? Where do I even see the kills? I see this. How many kills? We'll have to find that later. But Tamjin in a little bit of trouble, does ultimately go down once again to the Li Ming. I gotta pull this up because I need to see it. 9-0. 9-9-0. Very, very nice. Li Ming doing some work. So the bottom tower picked up by FC Hong Kong. That does give them the ability to start working on the potential for a 6 cap. They do have the potential to take boss. They are well in the lead to level 20, so they are going to have the advantage for quite a long time to assuming that they don't get picked off here. Unstock goes out, actually able to use that. I'm really confused. She got unstopped, but she was still able to use whaling. Someone's gonna have to explain that one to me. I don't think I've ever seen that work that way. I know you're unstoppable while you're moving, but not while the wave is out. Maybe the timer, not sure. Jesus, the damage coming out from Li Ming and Sylvanas Dahaka just ceases to exist. Pepegas on us trying to take the tower down. Shield goes out, does not connect. 3 pumpkins here for FC Hong Kong. They are missing Leo currently, but they're going to go ahead and try and walk these in. The Odin comes out to defend. Toon comes out, hits nobody, so the pumpkins, unfortunately for FC Hong Kong, are not going to get walked in. Looks like Pepegas is going to go ahead and try and slow walk in to take the tower, but with the ever-present threat of a ton of CC from FC Hong Kong, they are able to just kind of bully out Pepegas whenever they feel like it. Joe gets thrown in. Unstoppable goes out, but I don't think it... Actually, I think that was the cleanse from Rhaegar. But it did not matter because just not enough health for the sheer amount of damage coming out from Li Ming. Again, it's so much. Uther does have cleanse. What did I miss? Alright, so 20 is picked up by both teams. Let's take a look at what our level 20 talents are for both teams. Raiders roll, Big Red Button, Farseer's Blessing, nothing from Dahaka just yet, Blinded by the Light, Buried Alive, Titanic Might, not quite going to be used there, Coloras's Dark Lady's Call, and Bulwark of Light. You see that one too much. You usually see either the Reviver trait improvement. We have more pumpkins. We got the Invuln go out onto the Garrosh. Pumpkins still not walking in. Leo going to go ahead and pick up the mid tower, so that is 5 capped. Shield goes out. Again, damage upon damage coming out from Ming, but Chai not quite able to walk away. Even with this tower, it is 5v4, but it doesn't really matter too much. Leo able to go ahead and cap. Tower taken back, however, lots of damage going out to on the Raptor. He is able to use Blinded by the Light to give his team some reprieve. Odin going to go ahead and come out to try and push this tower. Mind Control goes out on the Joe, Unstop coming out from Rhaegar. So 5v4 under tower. They should be able to secure this with Big Red Button. We'll see how many buttons. There's not too much left in terms of ult. Dark Lady's Call means we can try and grab somebody, or just, drop bombs on top of them. That also works. Tower does ultimately go down. Leo not walking away. Shield goes out to go ahead and secure that. And Splendid Daddy, I don't even know what happened there. I didn't see how he ended up so deep, but that is 2 more kills for Pepegas. They do have the capability of go ahead and take at least their own camp, maybe walk those in, or go turn over pretty much either of these mid towers. Looks like they are opting to do camp and defend bot, which is probably not a terrible idea. Oh, good call. Yeah, I didn't even see the cleanse go out on the Sylve. It threw me off because the thing was still on the head, so that the ISO hat was still on top of her, so I was very confused. Alright, so Dahaka in place to go ahead and secure this. We are getting a camp picked up on both teams. These will possibly explode on the tower. Not going to get it. We'll bring it down a decent amount. Actually, only 2 of them walk in. Yep. Meanwhile, we got Sylve trait to stop the ones coming in from progressing. Sylvanas gets unstopped. Once again, doesn't matter because she ends up just going down. But Big Red Button coming out, and once again, they are trying really hard to walk these in. They got 2 in, so we are 8-9 with a 5v4. So Pepegas really looking to hold this bottom. They are up a tower, down a single point, so they are 1 trade tower. What do we got? 2 coming up, so they could trade towers and be even, assuming that score doesn't change due to boss or some other shenanigans. Joe gets thrown in, Unstop comes out, Peas steps up, try and do something, digs out, gets the Ancestral on to spread the love around. Everyone's full health now. Ancestral Chai a little bit unhealthy at the moment. And this is the dance that you do on towers. Once you secure a bot tower, especially late game, you just kind of hang around and wait for things to occur. Tahaka, Emperor Tongue actually gets tossed in. There's so many people just clumped up for all the Li-Ming damage. I didn't even see everything that went out there, but Splendid Daddy getting thrown in. Unstop goes out by Garrosh. All ults used by both teams. Fighting under tower though, so Garrosh actually goes down, so we've traded healer for a tank. It is in Pepega's best interest to get at least one of these. Looks like they're going to opt to fight for this one. And there we go, send a couple people bot. Obviously Hong Kong just go ahead and try really hard to secure just this one. They are able to secure one kill, maybe two, definitely two. But they will trade a tower. And actually, they're going to go ahead and looks like they are. Nope, they're going to cap. They could have picked this up first, but that does still keep them one behind. But they are, I'm sorry, one ahead. But they are still now, or they are now able to end with boss. It looks like they might be positioning to just like. Yeah, there's so many unstops in this game between Garrosh, Uther. Yeah, Pepegas didn't. Well, no, I'm sorry. I have it backwards. They have 1 point left. This is how many points, or how many they have left. That is a very dead Rainer. I don't know if he went for camp up here, or that did not go well in their favor. So now a single point necessary. Creepio trying to do a camp. Garrosh steps up. Creepio does not seem to care whatsoever, but Garrosh stepping up, looking for something, doesn't get it. I'm gonna go ahead and go back and work on this tower. We still have Rainer down for another 40 seconds. That is a huge stagger for FC Hong Kong. Now they can go ahead and look to turn this tower, and they don't really need it. They only need one of these towers. Either team needs one tower. If FC Hong Kong can turn this tower, however, that does give them the ability to be safe from a tower capture, which they do. So this gives them the ability to trade. Pepegas and Ice absolutely have to fight for both towers. They cannot give up a single tower at this point. They're not setting people up. They need to move. They need to get people on the side of FC Hong Kong. There's a dig coming in, going to try and stop. There's out on Ming. That actually might be enough to kill her. She's with that low health. Geo low. And Vulnerable goes out. Stops the Dahaka ult. That is absolutely insane. They do trade Dahaka for the Garrosh. Damage, all sorts of damage coming out. Ancestral's keeping them healthy. They do pick up 2 kills, but it doesn't matter because the... Oh my. They actually picked up a camp bot. I didn't even see it. And that ends the game in favor of FC Hong Kong. Alright, that was a hell of a first cast for me coming back. I need a drink. Give me one moment. Alright, looking at post screen. Let me sure I have audio on this. I do have audio here, so one more moment. Choking on my water. 15 and 25. FC Hong Kong just doing an absolute ton of damage. Li Ming substantially ahead of the pack, almost double, almost any 2 other heroes combined in that game. Tychus very far behind, but the top of things for Pepegas, and Svanos not too far there. There's just so much damage. Ming did, Calyrex doing work. There's an MVP that game. I would have to say Calyrex. I'm not a fan of just giving it just based on stats, but that's insane. But Gyarados sets up, Leo sets up with their abilities. Uther, the amount of I don't know actually now that I say that, the amount of absolutely bonkers um, alts that came out from Uther to save like that Dahaka alt at the end. That was nuts. Let me fix my draft draft audio real quick, and then we will move on to game number 2. Alright, testing. Let me know if you can hear me on the draft screen. There we go. Sit here for a minute. I'll go ahead and go back to the lobby. We'll see what our game number 2 looks like. So FC Hong Kong gets first. Let me make sure I have everything correct. So for some reason things are off. I think I kept swapping things back. So we got pick by. So let's see who gets first pick, who picks map. There's an update. Let me see. Everything looks good there. I'm gonna try and get people names in this time. I had everything very incorrect on the teams, and it's because somehow I got things mixed up. So I think I had a mix of of players on the wrong team. So we will try again on game number 2. Once again, I appreciate you all for joining me here for this Division C Nexus Gaming Series cast of Pepegas on Ice versus FC Hong Kong. Map pick was FC Hong Kong for the Towers of Doom, and that game was picked up by FC Hong Kong. In the pregame, Pepegas on Ice was thrilled to be going to that map, so I can see why. Both teams played that really well. I didn't see any one clear thanks, Hector. I didn't see any one person or one team super far ahead at any given time. Um, that was a fun one. I'm very happy to have that be my first cast back. I am trying to fix things. And I guess I don't get the option. So let's go with whatever works once we get the teams in the lobby. Alrighty, let's do the music. Put it back on while we wait. Sounds like teams are deliberating on what we are doing in game number 2. I'm going to go ahead and run an ad. In the meantime, I will be right back with you. send a mess. Oh, there we go. Let's see who picked what here. We are on the correct side of things. I'm gonna go ahead and put names in so I don't hopefully screw it up too bad here. I'll go ahead and switch over to our draft screen, and hopefully you all can hear me. See if we have any swaps in between the games here. I apologize, teams. I did have your stuff swapped around a little bit. We should have it fixed now. I think I know what I'm doing. I'm a little bit out of practice with the software, so I kept switching you and then switching you right back. So I think we're good now. Everything should be good to go. So we'll just wait on our team. So we are in Game 2 on Dragonshire, and it looks like it was picked up by looks like Pepegas picked this map. I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to assume that the first draft team is set correctly. Uh-oh. Piano keyboard is always a fun, or piano Uther was always fun. Oh, did we have to swap out because of that? That's unfortunate. Well, you had a hell of a game 1. Alright, so who did we swap out? We swapped out Topgen. Alrighty, we have Sylphrenia. You guys are funny. Alrighty. Okay, so I think we're getting the captain's hats set up correctly. And hopefully I have all my other things set up correctly too. Let's see. If I do that, update, there we go. Okay, if anything is incorrect, please let me know. I will fix it on the fly. We do it live. That's how it always works. I did set everything up ahead of time, but apparently still failed at a variety of things. So, learning. What's it? Learning curve. Yeah, caster learning curve. That's what we'll call it. Okay, so it seems that I did have to have a switch out due to a broken keyboard. That is unfortunate, but definitely a great game 1. Definitely be proud of your keyboard's last stand, and go bury it in the backyard. Give it a nice headstone, you know, or cremate it. That works too. No, don't do that because it's probably made of things that don't don't do atmosphere very well if you burn it, so maybe don't do that. Alrighty, game 2 on Dragonshire, picked by the Pepegas on ice. And first pick going to, first man rather, going to FC Hong Kong, who did pick up a waiting game number 1. Anyone tell me why my hotkey, let's turn off my music, isn't working? Control M, it used to be the case, but apparently it doesn't work anymore. At least for some reason it's not working for me. I don't know what I did wrong, or what I broke. I'm pretty good at breaking things though. Alright, Nubarak and Junkrat bands once again. Oh, no, my sound is off. Alright, well that worked. I just can't turn off the music apparently. Smurrow band once again. I feel like I should... That must be Peas. Pretty sure I've seen that. I'm gonna go... I feel like I need to go look up their heroes profile. Let's go see what that looks like. And a Vala band. So all the same bands. I do not see that on P's, at least not in heroes profile. That's hopefully stuff that I will be able to prep out ahead of time. So Ming on Calyrex, I'm actually kind of surprised that wasn't banned, because that was an immense amount of work done by Calyrex on that Li Ming. I would be afraid of it. It would definitely be banned in my game, I will tell you that right now. Raptor picks up Meriden, Brightwing is picked up by Peas. Let's go ahead and see if we can get the heroes picked up, or entered in for each of these heroes, or each of these players. Rhaegar Joe picked up on the side of FC Hong Kong. So we have a few heroes that have swapped teams since the last game. Sylvanas band, probably a good decision. Sylvanas did quite a bit of work as well in the last game. Everyone, I do appreciate your follows within the last hour. Thank you all very much. I will be streaming and casting 6 nights a week, every evening around this time, so feel free to stop by when I'm doing some salty Storm League, as well as some of my other casts. I'd love to see you. So Dahaka band, that was also a really good Dahaka plays that just some really great counterplays were made against him. So definitely a good respectable band. Kael'thas picked up by Sylphrenia, and Hanzo by Cripio. Hanzo is possibly my favorite hero. Oh, that's a Tracer. I love seeing Tracer. Tracer is also my favorite hero, but I don't play her as well. And Leoric, once again by Geo, did have some really good entombs in the last game, so I'll be interested to see if they're able to make some work of that. Not a ton. I mean, you're capable of walking out of the off lane, especially if you're rotating in between lanes and walking down, throwing in a tomb, trying to get a kill, and then heading back to your lane. But we'll see what the offlaner looks like by Torrens. Malthael. So good capability of matching the soak by Leoric. Also really good capability of, once again, rotating down into the 4-man and wreaking havoc and bouncing their way back up into their offlane roles. So no swaps, it looks like. So game number 2 in this Division C Nexus Gaming Series match between Pepegas on ice and FC Hong Kong. Let's go. Alrighty. On the left side, blue team, we have Pepegas on ice. We have Torrens on Malthael, Raptor on Muradin, Peas on Brightwing, and KT. Sophrenia on Kelthos, Creepio on the Hanzo. And on the right side, winners of game number 1, we have FC Hong Kong, Splendid Daddy on the Rhaegar, Calyrex on that Leeming, Geo running the Leoric, Special Chai on Joanna, and Fawn of Time on the Spicy Tracer. So I will throw the talents up here right away. Once again, thank you, Ektar, for reminding me how to do that. Raptor stepping up, taking quite a bit of damage, trying to trade with the tank, not able to do a whole lot into the Special Chai deep path. But, continuing to brawl here in the middle, see if anyone's stacking. Hanzo is definitely stacking. Need globes for the KT, but no stacks happening on the side of FC Hong Kong. So they're fighting just to fight. They don't have a reason to, they just want to kill. Good CC chain going out on onto the Joe, but Unstock comes out. Shield allows them to walk away. Taps all around. Safe rotations going into the mid lane for FC Hong Kong. They're actually going to go ahead and go directly to their Bruiser. Meanwhile, Leo is in a world of hurt. Torren's able to mix with the KT to do a lot of damage. He needs to be careful. Torrens actually can do a lot of damage. Speaking and misses. Splendid Daddy up here to give a hand, though. G is going to be able to walk away, but very hurt. Taps are available, though. Camping is not great without the Rhaegar here, but timing on that is very good. Gives a decent amount of pressure for Leo up top to be able to keep Malthael top to clear that. Tower in control, or Shrine in control for Pepegas on ice. The Giants doing a little bit of damage. Meanwhile, FC Hong Kong picks up their own Giants and go ahead and push these Giants out. That might actually be in their favor. Meanwhile, top Geo, even though fighting in the aura, it doesn't matter because percent damage don't give a damn. And Geo goes down to the dots. Malthael able to clear the camp, get the kill, and take the objective. But FC Hong Kong fighting bot to take that shrine. Lots of damage going out on KT. Sophrenia barely walking away. Lots of back and forth going on bot down here. So the sustained fight, I think here is going to go in the favor of the side of Pepegas on ice due to the Brightwing sustained infinite healing. There's a lot of poke damage coming from the Ming. Final time recalling and barely walking out of there, or well, blinking out of there. A lot more poke now on both sides. There's actually better poke for FC or for Pepegas on ice. So it's going to be a struggle for Splendid Daddy to keep Social Chai up as the damage comes out, especially as the scaling of the scatters comes out for Hanzo. Level 4s for both teams, level 7s will be picked up here momentarily. We got team fight, or offlane fight here going, but a ton of damage ultimately going out on Splenda, Daddy, and Rhaegar takes a nap. Geo, once again, just tons of damage, not really going to be able to compete one-on-one with the Malthael, but thankfully for FC Hong Kong, Tracer's here to delay. Should be able to do that basically infinitely. Needs to let the dot run out so that Leo can't, or Malthael can't stay on top, but Leo should be able to rotate up, pick up the top shrine, in time. Should be, yeah, a little bit ahead. Creeper going to go ahead and back. Gives a small window for FC Hong Kong if they recognize that they have it. So a little bit of lull in the action. So there's, I think, post 10. I'm trying to think who really has the advantage in these sustained fights. Because again, I spoke on both sides. There's a Tracer to help finish the kills. KT or Hanzo really can finish their own kills if they can get the damage in the right spot. And there's so much wide open down here. It's can be kind of rough, but once you're on the point, Hanzo can shred people. So, Leo once again going down to the Malthael. I think that we're at 3 of those? 2 of those. So Malthael definitely exhibiting dominance in the offlane, manages to barely walk down and take the Dragon Knight as well. So first objective goes in favor of Pepegas on ice. They're going to go ahead and just go directly to mid lane, put some damage on towers. There's a decent amount of damage coming out for the... I missed what happened. Joanna goes down, probably, it looks like under tower, while everyone else is up defending the objective. So some free damage. Going to go onto this fort. Ming's going to do their best. Skylark's going to do their best to go ahead and push them off. The fight continues in the top lane. Geo die alone, so that definitely gives the pretty substantial advantage to Torrens in the 1v1 up here. If Spooky Hand can go out onto Malthael, might have a way to go. Last Rides comes out not quite low enough. Let's see, what's our level 1? We did take Ossian Renewal, I think that was off there, so I think that helped to save him. But Torrens is a little bit too deep. That is one of the disadvantages of a Malthael, is you are easily gankable. Fauna Time makes their way up there to secure that kill, take some pressure off of Geo, but meanwhile, Pepegas on ice is able to secure the bottom fort. Level 10s for both teams. Raptor taking quite a bit of damage. The Brightwing able to help save. So Frenia actually gets caught in the entombment on the wrong side of the towers, or on the wrong side of the gate, just almost, just barely safe from the shelling of Ling Ming. That is unfortunate for Geo, but a good try. Meanwhile, unfortunately for him, Malthael is able to clean up some lanes, get a little bit of pressure going up top, and take a pretty not insignificant full 1-level lead for Pepegas on ice going into the second objective phase. Take a look at our damage going out so far. There's actually a lot more coming out for actually Malthael and Leo, or Malthael and Hanzo. Lots of CC going out onto the Murden. Actually did not manage to cancel a jump. Arrow comes out to try and defend, but it's too short. Raptor ultimately going down. That is 3 ults out to 3. P's barely walking away. Good damage out from KT, but everyone able to walk away safely. That kill gives FC Hong Kong the opportunity to go ahead and walk down and pick up this bruiser camp, give them some pressure to try and return the favor, and maybe take this bot tower. Top lane, we have Leo versus Malthael once again. This is a tale as old as time. We're going to keep going. Geo actually opting to go ahead and walk away from it this time, though. And I don't know that Geo might struggle a little bit to really take this point, because Malthael has the ability to clear quickly, put some pressure, and then get back and fight on point. Malthael rotating into mid lane, trying to put some pressure on Geo. Walks into the entire enemy team. Shield goes out. Last Rites goes out. Not going to be able to secure a kill with that, but Malthael ultimately does go down. Both shrines captured by Pepegas on ice, but with that Tracer guarding mid, Leo rotating up top, Pepegas not really going to be able to secure this. Alfania going to maybe try and go for it. Opts to take a little bit of a safer rotation. Both shrines picked up now by FC Hong Kong, giving them the opportunity to make some plays. Tracer going mid, be able to capture that just barely before the KT shows up, throws the Flame Strike, not able to stop the cap. So Tracer running, opting to go into the bot lane. Murden kicked away. Damage going out all over the place for Pepegas on ice, but this dragon is here and it is very angry. Get rid of Brightwing this time. Still a lot of damage. So the struggle that FC Hong Kong, well, there's an Entomb. Leo walks up, Geo getting the Entomb down. Arrow comes in, but again, another short one, so it's not quite able to do any substantial amount of stun. Raptor able to walk away. No, I did not see Lost Rights, but I did see a Leo get shredded. Lost Rights goes out on Joe. Soren's low. Tracer not quite able to secure the kill. Unfortunately, they themselves get killed after making that valiant attempt on the Maltheo. So 3-0. Nice turn by Pepegas on ice. Did not quite secure this fort, and this will give Pepegas on ice the opportunity to go ahead and walk up and potentially do some amount of damage to this fort. Geo eating a lot of damage, trying to defend this, not quite able to. There's an Entomb going out. Also, nice heal coming out by Splendid Daddy, but not quite enough. Geo not able to walk away after that. But Calyrex trying to put the damage out. Actually, it's going out, but there's a lot more healing between the Brightwing, a lot of mitigation capability, and Murden's ability to heal up in between fights makes the Ming somewhat less effective than last game. So the sustain working in favor of Pepegas on ice. Invade for Pepegas, pick up the Bruiser camp, will potentially be able to use that to push in the top fort, giving Torrens even more of an advantage going into this third shrine phase. Top fort goes down. Meanwhile, bot FC Hong Kong going to go ahead and secure their own fort here, evening out the bot lane pressure, giving them the opportunity to maybe take a bit more of a better trade while neither team has taps available. Opting to back. What are they doing? Not sure what the play is here for them. Go ahead and pick up the Siege Giants, while Maltheo Torrens picks up the top shrine. FC Hong Kong going to go ahead and rotate S4 here. Now, this is what I'm talking about, Maltheo's ability to rotate. They're going to go ahead and make this a 5v4 on the bot shrine. FC Hong Kong needs to walk away. They're going to go ahead and do their best to do so. Gets stunned out. Maltheo actually showing up, popping last strike, secure the kill on Rhaegar. Special try, also not able to walk away. Maltheo just able to show up and remove people from existence. 3 kills once again for Pepegas on ice. And they, despite having a little bit of lane pressure, will now be able to go ahead and secure objective once again while they siege bot with their giants. Ming's still alive for FC Hong Kong, so we'll be able to put out a little bit of damage to try and push this off. But again, like I said, the sheer sustain that Raptor has in that big dwarf armor, not really gonna be able to take him out. Maltheo easily captures Dragon Knight number 3. And I imagine they're going to go ahead and push this to secure bot. FC Hong going to go ahead and try and force a quick engage before the Dragon shows up, but Dragon opted to actually go through mid. So bot's pretty much gone. They don't necessarily have to secure it with Dragon. They can go ahead and get some more value mid. Kicking away the Leo. There's a decent amount of damage going on Dragon Knight. It's actually not going to be up for very long. However, we do have level 20s about to be picked up by Pepegas on ice. See what they can do with it as they push into this mid port. Arrow coming out. Nice unstop. Actually does not really get any value. Hammer comes out from Raptor, so that's 2-3 ults. So Brady actually gets caught in an Entomb. Geo steps up to try and do something with it, but unfortunately it just takes a ton of damage and is executed. We have 3 stacks of last rites for Maltheo, so no one can stop death. Fairy Protectors, that'll help a little bit with the, additionally with the Ming Siege. They do, Pegasus go ahead and do opt to come down and secure this keep. They are at 1820s, they are up 1. Leo, 15 seconds, can reappear with the team, but 5v5 fight not in the favor of FC Hong Kong. Pegasus looking to just kind of keep the pressure going, keep the pressure in lanes as much as possible, see if they can secure a second keep kills with their level 20s advantage. Time doing their best to try and get some. It's a nice two-person stun by the Creepio arrow. I think ultimately this keep is going to go down. There's not really much FC Hong Kong can do without 20s. They're kind of stuck here, trying really hard. They do have Leo. There we go. Leo Geo top bot trying to get some silk, trying to get them 20s before this last fight. The problem is that with Dragon, it's going to be rough without any keeps in the way. They could theoretically just end with Dragon, especially without 20s, but this is the opportunity if Pepegas opts to split up, which I don't think is really in their favor, but they also are on kind of a clock at this point when it comes to the level 20 advantage. Geo not in a good place. He's going to go ahead and get stunned, chain stunned, and taken down. That is the opportunity. Nice arrow, unfortunately it is right at wall, not really going to be able to capitalize on that. Calyrex taking quite a bit of damage from the KT. Leo down for another 20 seconds, see if he can suck some souls and get themselves back up. They are on the cusp of 20, so they still do potentially have the ability to take a fight here, as long as they don't get chunked down too early. Let's pick up the talents and see what they opt for. Looks like Pepegas and I is going to go ahead and attempt to go for Dragon. KT backing, that will give FC Hong Kong the opportunity to potentially take a fight up. Unfortunately, they are rotating bot, not actually going to be able to make it to the Dragon Knight. Creepio wastes a ton of time blinking all the way in to try and secure the stall. Good Entomb onto the Muradin. This fight's going out everywhere. Special Chi in the middle gets last rated. That unfortunately leaves FC Hong Kong without a tank. Oh, turns just the knockaway actually I think saves their life, and while the time goes down, let's see if any more kills get picked up by Pepegas. I think at this point it just doesn't really matter. They pick up kills and the Dragon Knight, and I think that will be it for this game number 2. GG, well played, called by G. Geo ready to go into game number 3. Very well played by both teams. Pepegas on ice, having a very commanding lead the majority of that game. Alright, let's check out our post-game stats. Looking at our damage, Hanzo coming out on top this time. Neither DPS with any damage, but Ming, Calyrex not able to secure those kills this game. Like I said, that sustain between the Brightwing and Meriden was just a large amount of ability to them to actually sustain through that poke. And Tracer not quite able to get in and secure really many of those kills. 16 to 3. Very, very commanding lead in terms of team fights and whatnot for Pepegas and Ice. Well played by both teams. Malthael picking up quite a large amount of soak and siege, and then damage themselves. This is a pretty big factor. Malthael can show up and just do damage. I'm curious, what was the Leo build? So we had the suck build. The only real good target for that being Meriden. So unfortunately not able to. That is a pretty big difference in the offlane actually being able to show up and do work, and just everything for Pepegas worked out very much in their favor in that game. So we will look for game number 3. We will put the correct screen up. Let's go to our map draft. Game number 2, won by. So we have each map pick has been won by their respective teams. So that's good. They have a game plan and they execute it well. Alright, I don't know if anyone has noticed any kind of frame drops, but OBS is telling me there are none, so that is good to know. Alright, we have Battlefield of Eternity, game number 3. Go ahead and throw that in here, see who picked up that map. Looks like Tamjin did not return. See if we can verify. Yep, it was picked up by, or the map pick was picked up by Pepegas. So go ahead and update that here, and then we will switch over to our draft. Both teams appear to be ready to go. Alright, we are 1-1. Battlefield of Eternity for Pepegas on Ice. See if they have a game plan to try and secure them a victory in this last game. That was a very quick transition into game 3. Seems like both teams are ready to wrap up, so we will move into our draft. Once again, Anubarak is banned by FC Hong Kong. Alright, no changes in players this time, so now I just have to change our heroes. Ming gets banned this time. The rest of the bans remain the same. What was the other ban? I cannot remember what got banned out the first 2 games by Pepegas. But I have a feeling that we'll see it, whatever it was. Maybe not. Raynor first pick. Raynor is incredibly good at racing and generally PvE related things. Good at picking up camps, good at pushing in minions. Murden Artanis, both potentially very good racers. Murden just all around very good. Varian Stukov, we are running training wheels on the side of FC Hong Kong. They are looking to take a target and remove them from the game. No ban. I assume we'll get something in chat, though I do not know what that will be. And the Anduin ban by FC Hong Kong. So, same as last game for them, since first two games, I believe. Cribio picking up the Hanzo once again, and Peas Brightwing. So very little change so far by Pepegas on ice. If something works, it works. See what Calyrex pulls out. Looks like the Chromie, the other mage that shoots you from 3 screens away, and a Sonya for Geo. So lots of pick potential. Very all-in style comp coming out from FC Hong Kong. Do have a decent poke capability with Chromie, but they are looking to once again remove a hero from the board and take a race advantage. But Sophronia taking Zagara. My team has been playing this hero quite a bit also, so lots of siege and a decent, very strong team fight, especially post 16. You just chunk people with percent damage all day. But we have a lot of race potential for both teams. I think that advantage does, however, go to Pepegas on ice. FC Hong Kong going to look to take team fights before racing with their Varian Stukov combo. Alright, this is game number 3, Nexus Gaming Series Division C, Pepegas on ice versus FC Hong Kong. Everyone who has stuck with me throughout this cast, I do appreciate you. If you are interested, I will be doing casts multiple times a week, as well as my own solo Storm League games, and possibly, most likely, at least one night a week I will be playing something different. So if you want to check it out, feel free to give me a follow. So on the side of FC Hong Kong, we have Fawn of Time on Raynor, Calyrex on the Chromie, Special Chai on Varian, Splendid Daddy on the Stukov, and Geo on Sonya. And on the side of Pepegas on ice, we have Torrens on Artanis, Pipio on the Hanzo, Raptor once again rocking the Dwarf, Peas running Brightwing, and Sophronia on Zagara. So, FC Hong Kong, Splenda eating a Vision Arrow, immediately going to go ahead and dance, let him know they do not care whatsoever. There is no tank on the side of FC Hong Kong for the first 3 levels of this match, so they will want to play decently passive, or not. Splendid Daddy even actually walking in and throwing a slap down in there. Take a look at our level 1 talents. Nothing really out of the ordinary. Everything I would really expect to see from these heroes on this map. What are the damage? We actually have a Raynor Fawn of Time going top. to sneak a camp out from under Torrens. Good play. Geo trying to keep them busy, but getting wailed on pretty heavily. Torrens might be sniffing out what's going on. They're going to go ahead and walk up. Not quite in time. Fauna time, going to go ahead and be able to pick that up. Going to get swapped, but Geo should be able to walk up and help. That gives Pepegas and RS the ability to go ahead and take the counter bottom siege. Yeah, shout out to both teams. Show your love for both teams here in chat. I would appreciate you. They will appreciate you as well. So the poke war actually kind of going in favor of Pepegas on ice at the moment. There is no real substantial lead in terms of experience right now. Not really going to be on this map, especially with both teams being able to clear lanes and take their respective camps. Take a camp on each side, rather. Camping starting a little bit earlier for, well, both teams actually. We got started on here, but the Shaman is kind of lonely here. I'm going to go ahead and get it finished by Pepegas and Ice. They're going to go ahead and leave it up. We'll cap it right before the objective. Decent amount of damage going out to Prepio, walk away, tap, and a little bit of poke, counter poke going out. This gives the teams the opportunity to go ahead and capture. Pepegas and Ice does cap theirs slightly earlier. FC Hong Kong going to go ahead and cap theirs actually probably nearly the perfect time while they go ahead and both teams set up to race on their respective worlds. Like I said, initially I think I think really throughout the entire game, race should go to Pepegas and Ice, though it does look like the advantage did go to FC Hong Kong. They may have started a little bit sooner. Or no, Pepegas and Ice is fairly dormant. So yeah, it is it's close, but no, I see Pepegas and Ice goes ahead and gets a decent lead on theirs. Not a bad play by FC Hong Kong. Early Immortal trading is getting it as low as possible. Maybe even potentially getting it as better than team fighting. Death timers are too low to really be able to do much. Go ahead and taunt out onto the dwarf. However, Brightwing shows up to save the day. Supposed to try a little bit far out, getting Body Block. Gonna go ahead and have to take the long way around. While Fauna Time and Splendid Daddy burn down the Immortal. Gonna get a full wall for Pepegas, but should pretty much end there. Not a whole lot gonna go on down here. They're gonna have a little bit of a slap fight to check out what our rest of our talents look like here. Pepegas gonna go ahead. They are gonna look for their 4v4. There is the potential to get a kill here. Unfortunately, the puddle did not go quite where they needed it to. And Raptor able to jump out alongside the Brightwing teleport in. So level 7's picked up by both teams. There is a little bit of an advantage now, about half a level lead for Pepegas on Ice. They did get this wall. I think they haven't taken anything yet. Geo going in. That is... Wow, Torrens actually did not opt to keep swinging, so Geo barely walks away alive. Raptor there going in and taunting the hell out of that dwarf. Special Try might be able to walk away. Yeah, just barely walks away. Might need to look for something other than the big bulky Muradin on their combo. Time loot coming out from Chromie. See if they can use that to their advantage in these first initial fights, as their pick is almost pretty much fully online, but Nope, they're gonna opt to go soak or go burn. I'm assuming maybe they'll go to try and get kills during halftime. So this is kind of in favor of FC Hong Kong. They should just go ahead and back off and let Pepegas fight into them, but they do have a timer here with this camp pushing bot. Pepegas have all day to really swap in on Splendidati. Special Chai goes in. They do actually secure the kill onto the Rhaegar, or onto the Zakara. Time loop goes out, but does not secure a kill with that, so they do get one kill. Unfortunately for Varian, gets swapped back into the team, so this now becomes a 4v4. It's probably, without a tank, is going to be in favor of Pepegas on ice, as they do pick up another kill onto Geo. A lot of time trying to do what they can to push off Torrens, but I don't see that happening here. Caleric's going to go ahead and clean up the camp bot lane. Final time opting to go top. They're going to go ahead and say, the hell with the Immortal. We're going to go ahead and get back closer to 10 so that we can go make an attempt at another fight. Immortal has about a 25% shield as they push into bot lane this time. Looks like Gio's going to go ahead and join the defense. That will give Torrens the ability to potentially take this fort on his own, but see if FC Hong Kong can secure some kills while that occurs. Looks like Gio opting to go ahead and we're not able to get what they were initially looking for, so they're going to go ahead and split back off. Torrens. Nope, going to go ahead and back off. They do secure. Pepegas on ice does secure the bot fort with the objective. Special Chai going to go ahead and go in, attempt for the. I don't think the taunt went out. The preemptive cleanse by Peace ends up ensuring that there is no kills there. Go ahead and posture, both teams posture up on the. Just FC Hong Kong going to go ahead and take their fort. Geo hanging out in lane, going to get dove under fort. That actually leaves out. Not quite able to get the maw out, but they do secure the fort. There's an attempt that Torrens gets, the right wing gets looped. Seriously, I couldn't see that very well. But they do trade out right wing for the Sonya. And another attempt going out. Taunt not quite up. Lots of damage out. Undercreep going to be able to walk away. Much healthier HP bars on the side of FC Hong Kong. But Pepegas on ice opting to go back under fort. Peace gets left out in the open, but able to blink back in. Torrens going for something. Gonna get pushed away about 3.5 feet, and then both teams deciding, nope, we don't want to do this anymore. Geo pushing out bot lane, gonna be able to keep that from getting too much damage as both teams set up to race again. I'm a little confused. I'm not entirely sure why we're not looking for the earlier fights, but I guess they have enough burn they can kind of get it close, but they may just be looking at the positioning if they can set up where they want to set up. But they're going to go for burn again. That pretty much by itself should secure the burn for Pepegas on ice. FC Hong Kong definitely needs to start looking for more aggressive fights instead of racing, because I don't see a world where they ever win that race straight up. So, Immortal, gonna get burned out pretty heavily. Won't do too much. Look at a wall, little bit of keep damage. Take a look at our talents here while we're watching this. I would imagine Pepegas aren't going to be overly aggressive with this. They're going to get actually quite a bit of keep damage and then just walk away. We have a pretty substantial advantage, about half a level ahead, and keep almost dead, so they don't really have to they don't have to force much of anything. On the other hand, though, FC Hong Kong going to go ahead and try their damnedest to get in here and take a fight, but Splendid Eddie in not a good spot. Arrow comes out, hits two people. Leap goes out, counter engage onto the Zangara. Not quite able to get the kill. Nope, Zangara walks away. But Artanis, unfortunately, is on an island. Geo, due to that chase, also on an island, but able to walk away. So we do get a kill picked up by FC Hong Kong. They do have taunt back up available. They're going to go ahead and not top round. I think he got stunned out. Not able to get the taunt out on him. There is a... yeah, my brain... Hyperion. There's a Hyperion available to help try and put some pressure on the spot for FC Hong Kong. Opting to take the camp. Let's see what they do with it. Okay, so not much done. FC Hong Kong goes and opts to take their camp. It is pre-16s. They need to take a fight. They cannot race, and they're actually, even now, they definitely can't race now that they're actually behind. So they have to go looking for something. So ults go out onto everyone, everywhere. Arrow comes out, Maw comes out, Leap comes out. There's a nice puddle down on one person fighting under the Immortal. Everybody walks away just barely. Raptor actually taking a ton of damage, going to die to the camp. That is actually very unfortunate for them. That does give FC Hong Kong the ability to work on their burn. So that should be an Immortal for FC Hong Kong. They will get level 16s. Pepegas should be able to defend decently well. Might be able to secure a fort. Looking for more. They're going deep for this. This might not work in their favor. They're going to go ahead and try and get what they can, but Varian looking really unhealthy. Gets stunned out and dies. Leap goes out. They are able to secure 2 kills for FC Hong Kong, so it actually does work out in their favor. Offlaner and a healer for a tank. This seems to be cleared up, or they are going to be really short on keeps here in a moment. I don't think Sonya's going to be able to clean this up in time. See if that goes down here in a moment. The rest of FC Hong Kong not going to be able to do too much yet. Okay. Sonya good. Sonya able to clean that up. Secures the fort. FC Hong Kong not quite looking for more. They're going to go ahead and go top. They should be able to put some damage on this, if not secure it entirely, evening out most of the structures, minus this very sad keep that's down here. Pepegas should look to come up here and shut this down. Fighting under fort would be a huge advantage for them. Rainer's going to get stunned. Opting, special check going and defending. Everyone walks away. Let's see. Any real way? So yeah, we don't have Big Leap. We have Stoneform, so Murda not be able to chase super far. We do have Special Chai out here looking for something. Maybe he fell asleep. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Nope. They're fishing. They're sharking. There's Murda. They're gonna try. Swap goes out. Nice swap. Stop the puddle. Blind's coming out. but let's see, we got 1-all, a couple of ults out of Pepegas and Ice, but no one dies, so that's all that really matters. They are relatively low ults, so it's not a huge problem. Bruiser Camp picked up by Pepegas and Ice. FC Hong Kong takes the bot siege. They do have to be careful. This is a potential 5v4. Raptor is looking, but gets time shot by the Chromie. Caloric saying, nah, you go away. And Geo takes that opportunity to go ahead and look to take top siege, which is a good move, unfortunately. Oh, okay, I thought Pepegas might be sniffing that out and go look for it, but Geo's going to go back. They're not entirely sure where anyone is, so they're going to go ahead and take the safe route back. It does unfortunately mean that Geo has to make the trip all the way back, so they will be fighting halftime once again. This is a big kind of a do or die fight for them. If they lose this is going to be a struggle. There's a lot of poke for Pepegas too, so the onus is definitely on FC Hong Kong to secure the kill. Swap going out onto Fauna Time. Torrance gets stunned. Arrow goes out, does not hit anybody. Hyperion out under the Immortal. Leap goes out, actually secures the kill onto the Artanis. Raptor taking quite a bit of damage. No, he is able to walk away. Still a little bit of health onto this Immortal. FC Hong Kong just have to be careful. There are no ults available really. Taunt will be up again, so they could leave. They're going to send both their DPS to go race while the healer, offlaner, and tank stay put. This does turn into a 3v4 though, and once again, the poke from Zag and Hanzo is still pretty substantial, so there's by no means is this a free Immortal from either team. I think FC Hong Kong actually needs to pull off the race and come down here and force another fight. This time 45. Otherwise, the Immortal burn is going to go straight to Pepegas and Ice. The Muradin stepping up to try and slow things down. That does work in their favor, as Pepegas on Ice does secure the Immortal. It does cost them their tank though. Without the tank, Pepegas is opting not to push with the objective. They can't even really get down here to finish up this keep. So free objective clear for FC Hong Kong. They do secure level 20s. They do have the capability now. Let's go ahead and take a look at what level 20s are picked up by both teams. Yeah, Top Off, Norpain, Piercing Sands, Glory of the Alliance, Execute Orders. I do know that they nerfed the hell out of this, so that is not as good of talent, but the ability to be alive more frequently is a really good one. Alright, Hyperion coming out. FC Hong Kong looking to put a little damage out onto Fort here, but they are not going to do much more. They are going to be checking with the banner, see where everyone is. Pepegas does have to actually be really careful because the team fight goes bad. Like, Zag gets grabbed and blown up like that. That's a huge win for us here in Hong Kong. The Raptor in there chunking people away. Rewind onto the Muradin, but able to walk away. So that is a unfortunate death for Pepegas going into this next Immortal, potentially the last Immortal. Camp gonna have to be cleaned up. That does allow FC Hong Kong to invade and then take a I think this is their immortal to... Yep, so they get to burn right away, so that's terrible. Everything working out really bad for Pepegas when it comes to things in this this late game immortal phase. They do have to wait for Zag. They can't really fight 4v5, but they're also going to have a hell of a time cleaning up a full health immortal. I can't believe this keeps still alive, by the way. Alright, so again, full health, full shield. This is fully in FC Hong Kong's favor, because they want to fight. They have the objective. There's, you know, very little in the way for this immortal. Pepegas is going to have to play this perfectly in order to survive this. FC Hong Kong just waiting, seeing what Pepegas is going to do. Martinez is the one going to get caught. The nice damage goes out. Torrens actually does end up going down. The arrow goes out, finds a chromium, but not quite enough. Very healthy immortal, going to go ahead and put damage onto this keep. Without the added front line, they're going to rely solely on Burden to try and save them, but Z is down on the Brightwing. I'm not entirely sure how Pepegas defends this. 23-minute immortal? 24-minute? Not sure how the scaling works, but this thing is hitting like a brick. FC Hong Kong just letting it do what he wants to do. They're going to go ahead and try and take out Raptor. Not quite able to do it. The immortal is, however, just going to end the game for FC Hong Kong. Alrighty, last game. Take a look at our stats here. We do have a Hanzo lead, 0 deaths, 1 kill. This is a much lower kill game compared to the other two. Much closer in terms of kills, at least earlier in the game. But take a look. Sonya, Geo soaking their butt off, giving them a huge advantage in the offlane here. But take a look at our kills. Stuco actually the one able to secure most of those kills with the puddles, just dropping it under and watching everyone underneath be very sad. So well played, both teams. That was a blast for me. Take a look, update the score here. We do have FC Hong Kong taking a 2-1 victory over Pepegas on ice. Not sure what that does to the matchup for the Div C standings, but I will say the Div C has been pretty competitive in terms of placement, so definitely going to see shakeups in the middle and top of the. We have again Pepegas on ice with 13 points currently, 2 dominations. FC Hong Kong 5 points, no dominations currently, but they will pick up 2 more points based on how everything else works out. That just jump them potentially up into 8th place, so that puts them in the running for a potential playoff appearance. So we'll see how the rest of the season does shake up. I would usually do an interview. I am, however, not going to this evening. I am going to hop over, play a little bit of Storm League before I call it a night. So anyone, if you are, let me see, is anyone else casting games this evening? Ektar is currently casting a match, Div D, Mercy Chasers versus Phoenix Rising Amethyst. If anybody is interested in checking that out, I'm going to go ahead and grab his link. I will throw it in chat, but I am going to keep streaming myself here Let me drop that here for anyone who is interested. There you are. If anyone wants to check out that game, feel free. If not, I'm going to take a couple of minutes and I will be back with my own Storm League. Thank you very much, both teams. That was, once again, very exciting. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Have a wonderful evening, and I will see you guys either in a few minutes or the next time if you stop by for a cast.